First of all, I'd like to thank you all for being here, for covering Troy women's basketball. I think that this is a story worth following right now, the way this team is advancing and playing, and I appreciate y'all being here and getting word out about how our team is playing and some of the special things they're doing. And speaking of special, it was special that we shot 50% from the three-point line tonight. Kind of busting the myth. Most people have been feeling like they can just play us in a zone. So tonight we kind of dispelled that myth. We shot above 40, around 45% from the field and 90% from the free throw line. I would like to have gotten more rebounds, even though we did win the rebound battle and second chance points and things like that. We always want to be as dominant as possible. We do lead the nation in rebounding as of right now. We want to keep that up, but that's always something we can get better at and definitely need to get better at before we play Lafayette in Trojan Arena on Saturday at 3:30. The one thing I was disappointed at was they did not press us, but we turned the ball over 19 times. We have to fix that. I had told them before the game, we can't all go in the game. I said, everybody's going to play today. We can't all go to the game and say, you get a turnover and you get a turnover like the Oprah Winfrey Christmas show. We can't do that. Like, everybody needs to take care of the ball, and we didn't do that as well as we should have tonight. But I am overall really pleased with how they played. They did share the ball. We have a lot of assists, which makes it hard for a team to guard us. I'm extremely proud that two of our wing guards almost had double-doubles. Amani Jenkins came off the bench, I think 19 rebounds and 9 points. And then also Ashley Baez with 18 points and 8 rebounds, I think. That's very helpful when guards are rebounding like that and scoring. As far as Ashley and Bree Peguero, we never have to beg them to play hard. We never have to tell them too much on defense. They are just dogs on defense. And for both of those players to take care of what they do on defense, but on the offensive side of the ball, put in the numbers and as efficient as they're playing, not just in this game, but in the past 4 or 5 games, it's really a coach's dream.
And Coach, we talked a little bit post-game, you really wanted that one extra point. As a coach, when your team's putting up the efficiency that it was, 45.9% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, and as you said, 50% from behind the arc. Just talk about how proud that makes you as a coach, but, how you want to see just that one extra point more.
We're always striving to score 120, so 100's nice. We got to 99, credit to South Alabama. They were trying not to let us do that, right? And they were playing really hard. And they've been through. They're going through growing pains right now. I talked to their coach before the game, but like she said, they have not lost the locker room. They're still all in it, and we could feel that out on the court that they were not just going to give us get to 100 points. So they hustled all the way to the end.
And Coach, one thing too that we talked about was, post play. Obviously, lost Fortuna for a little bit, lost Mir for a little bit with illness. What's it like to kind of have that depth all the way through for that post?
Right, and Mo was sitting out within the first 3 minutes in foul trouble, right? And every time she would go in, it was another foul. So we have really had to play musical chairs with Pose. Of course, Zay has been a steady for us. And that is a luxury to have, but other than that, it's really nice. The way Coach Graff she's our post coach. The way she trains those post players, it's like any night any of those guys can be dominant, and that's what they keep doing for us. And tonight, I was proud of Emma coming in off the bench. We're learning how to play her a little bit better. Like she's 6'5" and she's got a big frame. She's hustling hard out there, but we're learning, hey, on offense and defense, call things that keeps her right by the goal, and she can be efficient as well. We're proud of her. And come on back to Trojan Arena, stay tuned, because before it's all over with, I think she's going to surprise people with how dominant she's going to be.
And Coach, Troy, South Alabama, the rivalry kind of writes itself, but you guys are 20-6 in the last 26 meetings against them. Just talk about your overall dominance against that program.
Glory to God. They've had some great teams, and so many times, like you say, we're just able to edge them out and get that win. And I'm just really thankful. Of course, on this campus, that's a big deal. It's our in-state rivals. But to me, it's always just the thing of every game is just so important in conference because we're trying to win a championship. And it's like we say before every game, like, maybe South Alabama's not going to win a Sun Belt Conference championship, but they could keep you from winning one if you don't come out and play well enough to beat them. So it's the same every night. It might be a rivalry on our campus, and I understand it is, but for us, it's just business. We have to win every Sun Belt Conference game possible to win this championship.
And Louisiana's next, the team that bounced you guys in the Sun Belt Conference tournament. Talk about your approach to that game.
As I told the team in the locker room right before I came in here, I believe that they are, it's the toughest team in the Sun Belt for us to play against. They play great defense. This year they've got some great scores that they've added, great pieces they've added. And they mix their defenses up, and they do a lot of things that we've been working on to try to get better at for this game. So we need everybody we had a great crowd in Trojan Arena. The students were here, our fans were here. We need everybody to come back and each one bring one, because we want this home court advantage. When we go play at South Alabama, it's a doubleheader. They will pack that out. They will all have Beat Troy shirts on, and you know we need at Lafayette. We need to pack it out in here and just have the dominance of that 6 man and the feel that we have of our fans being here on Saturday.